Over time, we as a society formed financial habits in different ways, which shape our lives either for the good or the bad. And this can be the difference between living a life of financial freedom or living paycheck to paycheck until you eventually retire one day. This is why if you're trying to improve your finances, you have to be deliberate about breaking bad money habits and replacing them with good ones. And if you stay till the end, I'll tell you an exact shortcut to fast-track your way to financial success. But if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to stay notified every time we drop a new video. Now let me explain. Number 12. Lack of a proper budget. Budgeting is in fact the best way to monitor and understand your spending habits. Knowing where your money goes in and where it comes out from at all times can help you keep track of your spending. So make sure to calculate your income and expenses and set goals for yourself to keep your finances on track and on target. Also observe your spending habits to see where all your money is going. Number 11. Impulse buying. Poor spending decisions like this can add up pretty quickly and cause you to run out of money fast. The more money you find yourself spending on non-essential items, the less money you can have left for actual necessary needs. It doesn't matter how great they sound, avoid all special offers, discounts, sales, and rewards. Before you purchase anything, try taking a moment or two to think about how much you really need or want that item. Number 10. Late payments or bills. Whenever you pay your bills later than you're supposed to, you risk facing rate increases from the vendor. When you pay your bills quite early, you won't have to worry about incurring late payment fees. Make sure to set up automatic payments for most, if not all, of your important bills. That way you never have to think about them again. Number 9. Using emergency funds for non-emergency situations. Emergency funds are life or death situations that could alter your life forever if you're unprepared. The truth is, you can't protect yourself and your finances if you keep dipping into your emergency funds for non-emergency situations. The moment you start an emergency fund, try making regular contributions to it and don't touch it unless it's for an actual emergency. Number 8. Buying with credit cards. Credit cards are a wonderful way to pay for emergency purchases when things are quite tight, but they also make it easy to fall into the spending trap. Unless you're using your credit card to rack up rewards and you always pay off your balance every month, you shouldn't use your credit card over your debit card. Making and sticking to a realistic, thoughtfully crafted and practical budget is the best way to reduce your credit card spending. Another way to limit it is by using your debit or ATM card to shop. Your debit card is your direct access to the funds you should use for everyday purchases like groceries, clothing, gas, and other expenses. If you do use your credit card, it should be a conscious decision with a plan for paying off whatever you're charging. Number 7. Poor savings habit. Failing to save for unexpected events is one of the most common bad money habits you can find. Saving money as often as you can, before you actually start spending any money, is the best way to protect your finances. When you automate your savings, you save more without even thinking about it. Stop making the mistake of waiting to have more before you start saving. It doesn't matter how tight your current budget is, there are always ways to trim your expenses. Number 6. Spending above your own means. When you're spending as much as you earn, or worse, more than you earn, this means you're living paycheck to paycheck without a proper plan for the future. And a lifestyle like this makes it impossible to build up significant savings or wealth over time. Your income might actually not be a lot, but spending every single penny of it is considered a bad money habit. Don't spend as much as you earn on expenses or spend more than you earn by living an expensive lifestyle which you clearly can't afford. Cut down on your expenses so that you can at least have some money to save up. Number 5. Relying on loans to pay bills. This is usually linked to people who spend more than what they earn. It is very crucial to live within your means because not doing so will lead to you relying on loans to pay your bills. A very bad habit that is bound to leave you wrecked sooner than you realize. To stop this from happening, you need to drastically cut down on expenses and strategically find a way to either increase your pay or devise a legitimate means to increase your income. Number 4. Saving without a goal. Money that is usually kept without a goal in mind is easily spent. If you want to have more of your savings, you need to have a clear goal on what you want the savings for, and then set up a plan in order to achieve it. You can start by determining the major milestones you hope to achieve in the future, like having a car, maybe a house, or paying for education for your kids. Next thing is to determine how much you need to save and for how long. And then finally, you can set up an automatic transfer from your bank account to your savings. Number 3, bank fees. A lot of bank fees can be avoided, so there's really no reason to pay them if you don't have to. What you'll do is find a financial institution that will allow you to avoid certain fees. With the right checking account, you can actually avoid the monthly bank fees with a monthly direct deposit or a minimum daily balance of $500 or more. Since it's that easy to avoid a fee, you should take advantage so you can keep more of your money in your account. Number 2, unused gym memberships. That unused gym membership, including the one you managed to save on, is not a good deal if you're not using it. The secret is to know yourself and how willing you are to be committed the moment you buy a gym membership. If you're not going to work out, do not sign up to make gym payments. It's a very bad money habit if that is not something you are committed to. Number 1, lack of health insurance. Some people, especially young people, often think they don't need health insurance. Unfortunately, however, unexpected tragedies like a bad sports injury or a car accident can result in significant financial setbacks. On top of other financial problems, it doesn't matter how old you are. Not having health insurance can be costly, as you will have to pay out of pocket if you do need medical attention. Now I have some homework for you. Consider all of the different money habits you do on a daily basis, and if you're doing any of the ones mentioned in the video, replace them with these habits instead. Number 1, make sure to start and maintain an emergency fund. Number 2, create and stick to a properly planned and reasonable budget. Number 3, document your daily, weekly, and monthly expenses so you can measure and adjust any money leaks. Number 4, always save a portion of your income every month or every week, no matter how small, depending on how you earn. Number 5, make sure to stick to your savings and investment plans. Number 6, pay off your debts when you can. Number 7, keep track of your spending and separate your wants from needs. Number 8, avoid using credit cards to pay your bills. Number 9, be careful when it comes to spending a significant amount of money on occasional purchases like gifts and vacation. Number 10, always check your budget, not your bank account. You need to have a plan if you don't want your financial goals to be derailed. The moment a one-time exception becomes a part of your routine, you're stuck in a cycle that's impossible to escape before you know it. Unfortunately, breaking bad money habits and cultivating new ones can happen in a flash. But with discipline and the right information, you can have better money habits that will lead to financial success. If you find yourself guilty of one or more of these bad money habits, integrate this change into your life and get back on your feet if you default at some point. Remember to drop a comment if you enjoyed this video